Combat sports aren't for the faint-hearted, and like most, we all tune in for that devastating knockout and/or sick submission. But once in a while, we get a little bit more for our buck when we witness the bizarrest of blunders. So if you want to see some funny fight moments, don't forget to give us a sub and stay tuned. Keith Haring gets kissed, delivers a KO.
Oula! Et il y a KO qui... Oh là! Voilà, j'ai dit, c'est pas le même niveau.
Another memorable MMA moment came at K1's Dynamite show on New Year's Eve 2005. Keith Haring was set to fight Yoshihiro Nakao, but during the pre-fight stare-down, Nakao kissed the Texas Crazy Horse on the lips, causing Haring to freak out and knock him unconscious before the bout even started. Jeez. Lesnar goes nuts at UFC 100. Brock Lesnar just looks like an intense dude, and he showed how insane he could get after he beat Frank Mir at UFC 100. Lesnar charged at Mir after the fight, getting in his face and talking trash.
Frank Mir had a horseshoe up his ass! I told him that a year ago! I pulled that sumbitch out, and I beat him over the head with it!
During his post-fight interview, he made comments disrespecting the UFC's sponsors and then proceeded to tell the world he might even get on his wife that night. Larry Holmes vomiting after the Holyfield fight. Former heavyweight champion Larry Holmes vomited seconds after the final bell in his 1992 fight against then-champion Evander Holyfield.
Still streaming from the eyes, it's all over, it'll go to the judges.
Holmes gave Holyfield a bit of trouble throughout the fight and scored well enough to keep the fight interesting. Holyfield outworked Holmes through the majority and did more than enough to win a comfortable decision. The fight overall was fairly lackadaisical, with neither guy really doing much damage to the other. The most dramatic moment came when Holmes inadvertently cut Holyfield with an elbow, a cut that would trouble the champion for the rest of the fight. But Holmes, vomiting seconds after the final bell ending the 12th round, was probably the most memorable moment of the night. Nick Diaz has harsh words for Ariel Helwani. Nick Diaz is usually pretty tough on the media, but he was particularly hard on Ariel Helwani before his fight with Paul Daly in April of this year. He first told Ariel that he didn't even want to do the interview, and then said that people like Helwani would get slapped in his neighborhood. Good old Nick, eh? Tyson Fury dresses up as Batman at Klitschko press conference and attacks the Joker.
What's so serious?
Britain's famous heavyweight Tyson Fury sensationally turned up to his pre-fight conference for the Klitschko fight, dressed as the Cape Crusader. The 27-year-old boxer was preparing for his upcoming world heavyweight title bout against the dominant Ukrainian on October 24th when he caused a stir, arriving as the comic book character and then tussling with someone dressed as the Joker. Fury then exchanged words with Klitschko before changing into a suit and saying to his opponent, "Sorry I'm late." He then told the Ukrainian, "It's a very personal mission for me to rid boxing of a boring person like you. I've fallen asleep listening to you." Randy Couture spanks Tito Ortiz. Tito Ortiz was the most dominant fighter in the UFC for a while, but Randy Couture showed up at UFC 44 and showed him who the boss was. Whilst dominating the fight, Randy took time to give Tito a little bit of a spanking and said something along the lines of, "Who's your daddy?" when he did it. Funny guy. Run, Forrest, run! Forrest Griffin was supposed to be one of the toughest fights of Anderson Silva's UFC career and was a significant step up in competition compared to Silva's previous opponent at 205, James Irvin. But Silva ran through the former Ultimate Fighter winner and knocked him out with ease.
I mean, that's just amazing. And again! He's out. He's out.
Causing Griffin to get up and run out of the octagon after the fight. Tyson Fury doesn't just box, he sings. Newly crowned heavyweight boxing champion Tyson Fury wasn't just known for his boxing, but also his savage singing skills.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to...
often singing Don McLean's American Pie, and doing it during an in-ring post-fight interview, soon after his much-anticipated rematch with Deontay Wilder. "I said I'd sing a song tonight, didn't I?" Fury, surrounded by his team of trainers, told the sold-out crowd at Las Vegas MGM Grand Garden Arena during his post-fight interview. "Sing along if you know the words." The British-born boxer, popularly known as the Gypsy King, then took the interviewer's microphone to lead the arena through a 2-minute sing-along rendition of McLean's 1971 classic about the day the music died. This isn't the first time Fury has serenaded American Pie to an unsuspecting audience. YouTube boasts a handful of Fury's impromptu American Pie performances, including during a post-fight presser following his first fight with Wilder in December 2018, before a weigh-in and at parties. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.
Okay. Okay.